And so the big question here with the 2020 election is what is it, or excuse me, sorry. The big question with this past debate is what is the effect going to be on the 2020 election? Trump's performance there obviously was a shit show. In fact, calling it a shit show might be kind of nice to him. It was just chaos. And, it's a weird strategy for him to take that route because, honestly, when I talk to a lot of voters, a lot of folks around, and it's very interesting you talk to conservative folks because some of the conservative folks, the Trumpers, they don't see anything wrong with them. But others, they're just kind of like, they just want this chaos to be over. They just want, they want things to return back to normal. And it's a debate if things can ever actually go back to normal. But, so Trump's performance there, it's chaos on display for 90 minutes. And so, Trump is thinking this is going to shore up his base, but what it's really going to do is turn off undecided voters. And I think that might have been the strategy here. So, there's a lot of talk about, okay, what's coming out of this, right? What was the actual strategy there, right? Maybe he was going to attack Biden. That's option one for me is that, he thinks he's going to attack Biden and he's going to get more support. Again, doesn't make sense to me because people are they seem tired of that. But I wasn't the only one who was questioning what Trump's motive was here. And I'll discuss option two in a second, but there was a definite plan here.
This was the plan. They prepped for this. He didn't wing it. He lied when he told our White House unit and others that being president's all the prep I need. There were prep sessions. He prepped for this, and this is the plan. So I think the question now becomes why?
Why indeed? Excuse me, long thing. Oops. Sorry, wrong graphic. Why indeed? Yes. Why did he do this? And I think that by and large, what Trump wants to do is he wants this to be a dogfight. He thinks, however misguided this might be, that he could just turn off voters to the 2020 election and they won't vote. They'll just say, hey, this is, if you tuned into the debate and you haven't been paying attention to politics, it's not really your thing. You just saw two guys fighting on the stage and you think, okay, that's just how it always is, right? There's nothing different about this. And by and large, I think that was the strategy on Trump's side here, right? The last 4 years have been chaotic, and it's not a mistake, for as much, dumb things as Trump has done and said and tweeted, he's not a dumb guy, right? There's a strategy at play here. And if you pay attention to things, that strategy is to distract you. Anytime Congress does something that the public might not like, you've seen a lot of it with this coronavirus stuff, a lot of, coronavirus stimulus negotiations that are not going anywhere. And anytime there is something that comes out that could look bad for Republicans, Trump tweets something like, maybe I should cancel the 2020 election. Or, he just says something crazy off the walls and does whatever. And all of a sudden it's breaking news, right? It dominates the coverage. And, if that happens once, twice, okay, but it's been happening for years, right? It has been a presidency run by chaos. And the goal is to distract you from what's really actually going on. And by and large, I don't think that the plan's actually going to be successful. He's been trying that for 4 years, and he's, it's able to distract people from what's going on in Congress and behind the scenes, but it just makes him look bad. And so I think this is going to make him look even worse.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for watching Citizen Pete. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, click that little subscribe button, maybe the like button, and hey, maybe just leave a comment. I want to know what you're thinking. What do you think about all the politics and news and all the stuff that's going on in our country?